One of the best things that has ever happened to a human being is family trauma. Family trauma is the reason we are not overly attached to this human existence. Family trauma is the reason we have a hunger for the truth. Family trauma is the reason we have such a strong desire to be healed. Family trauma is the reason we have become the resilient people we are. Family trauma allowed us at early ages to be unattached to physical, material manifestation of spirit as our home base. It is because of family trauma that many of us now know we are not of this earth. We are cosmic expressions of the essence of God, Goddess. This is not a man. This is not a person. This is the very fabric of creation that exists inside of each and every one of us. There are different types of families on this planet. There is the family that you are born into by blood, known as relatives. That's the family in which you created your soul contract to have karmic experiences to help you clear debt, to finish business from past lives, to complete the lessons in life that many of us did not learn, because there has been so much war on this planet, so much hatred on this planet, that many of us have incarnations where we have been on both sides of that. This is what makes an old soul an old soul. We have experienced being many different races in many different countries and many different belief systems. We have experienced being the healer and other lifetimes being the warrior. In some lifetimes, we had to be both. We have given life and taken life. For those of us who are old souls, we come here to experience these roles for the lessons which evolves our soul. Now, the second type of family is something I call a soul tribe. This is not relatives. This is based on resonance. This is based on the fabric of your soul's essence. This is based on the frequency that you broadcast through your innermost being. This is based on that unique power that exists within each one of us. There's a resonance that you feel with your soul tribe. Something that is usually beyond words. It is such a deep feeling of connection, being seen, understood, accountability, desire to grow, and we usually see the best in one another. That's the difference between soul tribe and blood relatives. Now, I wrote a blog about this on my website at untamedsouls.com. That link will be in the description and bio. Go and search through my blogs and read that blog, because we have entered into the age of Aquarius, and that means we are no longer being tethered to physical reality and all of the rules and regulations that exist because of that. Now there is a yearning deep inside of us to connect with people who are like-minded, to connect with people who also have a desire to become masters over themselves, to connect with people who have the courage to be cycle breakers, paradigm shifters, those who are anchoring a new vibrational frequency on the planet to create a new reality, those who are intentionally creating their personality based on what they heal within themselves by integrating with their shadow self, embracing all of who they are, and also integrating with the wounded inner child and reparenting that wounded inner child. When you start to do this kind of work, and when you are really committed about doing this work, you will attract not just your people, but your soul family. And for those of us who raised ourselves, for those of us who may have been orphans in foster care, for those of us who grew up during the crack epidemic, and many of us did not have parents and caregivers who were able to 100% give us all of who they were, because they were also broken, fragmented, and remnants because of trauma. The difference between those of us who are going through a spiritual awakening and those of us who are not is that we not only have the desire to do this type of work, but we are actually putting things into motion. That's what separates the new earth from the old earth, the 3D matrix of consciousness from 5-dimensional matrix of consciousness and above. The beauty of me being able to access Akashic Records is being able to see the soul contracts. And every soul contract I have ever seen, no matter how severe the abuse was, the purpose and the intent of the souls that were involved in that was for ascension, liberation from patterns that have bound generations upon generations. We agreed to be the narcissist or the codependent. We agreed to be the abusive mother or the abused child. And we switch roles in and out of different lifetime experiences. Most souls that are here now, this isn't our first time coming here. We leave the body. Energy cannot be destroyed. It simply takes on a new form. We create a new soul contract, and we pick up where we left off in each lifetime. Now, that's if your soul is able to go through its journey undisturbed. There are many things that can disturb the journey of the soul. And I've talked about these things in the past, and maybe that's something I'll talk about in the future. If anybody lets me know that they would like for me to speak on this, and I have enough people. But I want you to remember that your ability to untether, to be detached, to no longer live your life based on what other people expect of you, to start actually being courageous enough to not need to be a normie, to be accepted, to be like other people, to be accepted. The courage that it takes to be more authentic, whatever that means for you, to no longer wear masks, to express how you really feel. When you start to do that work, it is because of the polarity of family trauma that you experienced that created that catalyst for you. Real shadow work is what teaches you this wisdom. And knowing this one thing will allow you to no longer be controlled by emotional, dysregulated behavior that's based on family trauma, because you will understand the purpose in the pain.